everyone, and welcome to our BCCC Meet Our Member campaign. Today, we're hosting Ingrid Polini, CEO at SafetyDocs Global, to share how SafetyDocs has been helping companies managing their operational documents and permits. So Ingrid, hello, welcome, and happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Why don't we start by you telling us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about SafetyDocs Global. How did it all start?
Of course. So SafetyDocs started about 6 years ago. It was actually my co-founder, Shirley's idea, with her 25 plus years of experience in consulting for large companies when they want to start operations in Brazil, and all the permits, compliance documents, and everything in between. And we realized that all companies at that stage were using Excel spreadsheets to control all the expiration dates, all the tasks that they had to do in each document, and everything. So then we created a platform that would encompass all of that and give them automation to be reminded about those tasks and reminded about those expiration dates, and help them find a better workflow that doesn't require like Excel spreadsheet that takes 15 minutes to open, right? So that was basically where we started, and then we started working with larger companies, and today we have multiple platforms in the market. So we have platforms for commercial renters, so they can control the documentation for commercial renters. We have a platform for construction and multiple other, like we work with 5 or 6 platforms at this moment.
And who are your clients? What kind of companies does SafetyDocs support?
Yeah, so we are cross-industry platform, so we can basically help any company that needs to control their physical locations documentation. Today, the biggest markets that we're in is health. So in Brazil, one of our largest clients is Fleury, that has all the brands like A+ and all the other brands that they own. And then we have in property management, we have brands such as Brooksfield, manufacturing, brands such as ABB, retail with Samsonite. So we are really cross-industry. Those are the areas that we're stronger with, but we can help in mining, oil and gas, any kind of operation, again, that has a physical location.
So what kind of services do you provide, and what are the benefits of using your platform?
So today we provide the platform as a software as service, and we also provide an extra service for those clients that have too many documents to upload on the platform, but they might not have the hands-on deck to be able to do that, or they don't want to ask people to stop doing what they do day to day and do that specifically. So we offer them to upload the documentation and upload all their Excel spreadsheets in the platform. The way that our platform works for them, it hits a couple of very important factors in their operation. So the first one is risk management, because they know exactly which units are worse in terms of documentation and which ones are better, and their most important units, how their documentation is like, right? The second one is just for the management team to really have all the reports and know exactly where their properties are and where are the risks on their operations. So like, I know how many documents I have that are overdue and that I have to work on in the X amount of time. And the third one is having the information all in one place. So today, using a platform, using SafetyDocs, our client increased within 3 years 35% of compliance on their documentation, which is huge, because if you consider that the units have anything in between 20 documents to 100 or 1,000 documents, that is a great increase for compliance just by being able to automate a lot of the tasks that used to be done manually.
So you mentioned before that SafetyDocs started in Brazil, and then you guys expanded to Canada a few years back with the intention of going global. What are the main differences between doing business in Brazil and doing business in Canada?
I think that the main difference for us, well, there's a cultural aspect to it, the way that we conduct business here in Canada. We also started during the pandemic, so it's a little bit harder to say because we're doing everything online. But I think the main difference for us was that we really had a very good base in terms of knowledge and networking in the market in Brazil. So my co-founder knew all those companies that she brought into our platform, and we started growing very fast. So right now we're building that bit by bit. So it's almost like starting over, right? Like meeting people, meeting the companies, getting the meetings and all of that becomes way harder when you don't have a name in the market. And just like culturally in general, right? When you look at how warm and even topics of discussion that you do in Brazilian meetings and things like that that wouldn't be considered necessarily ideal when you're meeting with a Canadian or a US client.
What were the main challenges that you faced as a Brazilian entrepreneur in Canada?
I would say it's understanding, like you have to learn. So when you're an entrepreneur, you have to do a little bit of everything, right? And you have to almost learn everything all over again. So accounting. So I did a business. I have a business degree in Brazil, so I knew I had kind of that basis before I started entrepreneurship there. But here I kind of have to, like, how does accounting work? Provincial rules. Can I sell if I'm in BC or Ontario? Can I sell in between? And those are things that don't come naturally because we never had access to that information. So really figuring everything out. Taxes, how it works between Brazil and Canada. So really figuring out and like bringing partners that can support us through that. But it can become very challenging if you don't know who to ask about that information. Yeah.
So it's all about the networking again, right? In terms
Exactly.
of like mentorship and having access to the right information to the right people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So any last advice that you'd like to share with a Brazilian entrepreneur that is looking to make that same move and incorporating Canada to expand global?
I think that I say that I said that a couple of times in a couple of interviews that I gave, but I would say humility, to understand that you're entering a new market, that no one really knows you, and you're gonna have to build from the ground up. I see that the biggest fails happen when people think that just because they were successful entrepreneurs in Brazil, they could be successful entrepreneurs here, and if that might not be the case. So really taking it step by step and taking time to learn the culture, learn the language, learn everything that you can about Canada and how we do business here can really help to soften the blow when you're building that company all over again.
Well, Ingrid, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for the partnership. We wish you and SafetyDocs all the success. We're sure that you guys are definitely on the right track, and please count on us to help you and to support you through that journey. If you want to learn more about SafetyDocs Global and how they can help your company, please go to www.safetydocsglobal.ca or reach out to us and we can connect you with Ingrid. And if you're interested in learning more about the BCCC and the benefits of becoming a member, please contact us at info@brascanchamber.org. We look forward to hearing from you. So thank you so much, Ingrid, for being here with us today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.